Good morning. Let me tell you about my morning. Woke up, eyes were puffy and red and itchy because I didn't change my mascara. I thought I could get one more day out of it. No, that's on me. I have to change it like every 3 weeks, and I have to use a certain brand because my eyes are real sensitive. So I put drops in. I'll be all right. I go to Giant Eagle, and I went for Mom's protein shakes, and Giant Eagle now has a red thing on the wheel. I call it an ankle bracelet. So I figured it was because people were stealing shopping carts. And that's really the extent of my thought. So they don't have it, completely wiped out. She likes the dark chocolate. So I just leave with an empty cart. And as I'm walking out, it brake checks me and the alarm goes off. And I'm shocked. I'm just like, well, actually I'm more annoyed than shocked. So I'm looking, people are looking at me, and I'm looking down where the workers are, and I'm just like, that's my face. So she's like hurrying, oh Lord. And that's add to my morning. Can't speak. Hurrying to shut it off, and she's like, it's just because you didn't check out, it didn't sense you check out, so that's all that it is. Because I mean, it's an empty cart. So I was like, thank you. So my first thought was like, I don't have time for cops right now. I gotta get to church. I gotta make a video and get to church. So I go to Walmart, and it starts to sprinkle, hence my 80s hairband hair right now. I'll fix it before I leave, but because it's humid. Curly hair and humidity is not a good combination. But everything's good after that. But I saw a construction sign, and it said rough road ahead. That was right after I left Giant Eagle. And I said, thank you for the warning. So it's like, is this how the day is gonna be? But then as this morning, before I even left, I'm thinking about this video, like, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna talk about? And I was gonna do, which I am doing right now, Marshall Johnson. He was a man in our church at New Life, and he taught this one message, which, I mean, totally changed our family, especially my dad. It was challenges, choices, and changes. And with all of this going on this morning, I'm faced with some challenges. Now I have a choice. Am I not going to go to church because I've just had a bad morning? That's my choice. What am I going to do? And change. Okay, let's change my perspective. What could I miss by not attending church today? What could happen? Will it set the course for the rest of my week? Will I have a rough road ahead if I don't make a change in my attitude? And a lot of us are faced with challenges. It might seem like every day. It might seem like it happens once a month. I don't know. But you have a choice. You have a choice to change your attitude. You have a choice to change your circumstance. And that's where we're going today. It would be a lot easier if there were signs, like when we are faced. The Lord has a sign, rough road ahead. Don't go down this way, road closed, you know? And a lot of us, I want to say all of us, would definitely like to hear the audible voice of God just be like, don't do this or pursue this. But we don't. Some of us do. Really, those who spend a lot of time praying, it's not necessarily audible, but it's your spirit. But most of us, this is a different teaching. We're spirit, soul, and body. All of us have a spirit. I know this could be deep if you're not into Christianity, but that's what needs to get saved. Your spirit is either going to go up or it's going to go down when you die. So if we call it like your gut feeling, and that's, do I pursue this? Do I not pursue this? And those who are filled with the Holy Ghost, that's your check. That's what we call a check in your spirit, where it is the Lord speaking to you, whether you realize it or not. It's that's your sign, if you want to call it that. So we've got to be sensitive to the Holy Ghost. We got to be sensitive in hearing how to change our circumstance, how to prepare us when you put on the armor of God, the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, your feet are shod with peace. And if you read that whole Ephesians 6, we gotta stay with our armor on, because we're in a time where the world's kind of nuts, and you got to be on guard. But you have a choice. And if you're going to stay in a pity party your entire life, you're never going to go anywhere. And do you really think the Lord's going to want to hear you when you're complaining and crying? I would tune it out. I do tune it out. Because there's a lot of people that just whine and bawl and squall, and it's just like, get a grip or shut your mouth. That's why I'm not a social worker, because that's what I would say to my clients. One of many reasons that I'm not a social worker. But we're going to be faced with things. What are you going to do? So you have a good day today. You have a good week. No matter what you're battling, your feelings, financial stuff, a bad hair day, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Figure it out. And we got to keep our joy. It's something that I work on every day, but I'm doing a lot better. Mom was like, how are you handling work? Because it's getting kind of busy. So I said, Mom, I haven't had any outbursts. And when I gave that up for Lent this year, it really, I know that sounds stupid, but it's something that I really, anger issues that I really struggled with. But now, I still get kind of worked up, but I'm not like flying off the handle. And that's a major change. And so keeping joy and peace, and I do watch these videos. I go back and watch it and encourage myself, because there's times where I don't feel like it. Most of the time, I don't feel like doing a video. I don't feel like even listening to myself. I'm like, ooh, easy for you. But yeah, it is easy if you make time. If you make time to pray, if you stay in the Word, if you listen to messages, you're gonna be fed, and you're gonna have you're sustained. And that's why I go to this meeting. I probably won't do a video next week. It's Brother Copeland's Southwest Believers Convention, and it's a week. It's close to 30 sessions. Monday through Thursday is 5 sessions a day. And then I think Friday is 4, and then Saturday. But because they're having more speakers, I think they're still doing the same time slots. But it's going to be phenomenal this year. But that's where Pastor George calls it total immersion. And it is. And that's where I recuperate. People don't understand. You spend a week of your vacation time in church. Yes, I do. I don't go out and sightsee. I am in every session. I don't want to miss it. Because that's what sustains me through the year. It recharges me. It recharges my battery, because when I come back, we're full swing football when I come back, and it's, and we're getting basketball orders, different things, fall sports. So it's a lot of hours that I work when I come back, but it keeps me going. It keeps me charged up. And no matter what I face, I got to remember what is being taught, or what was taught. But you got to stay fed. You have to stay filling yourself up. I know it sounds like a lot of rambling this morning, but don't let your guard down, and keep fighting, keep pushing, and everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. You have a choice. Choose your flow. Choose to stay in your love walk. Choose to stay in joy. Choose to stay in patience, the fruit of the Spirit. Listen to your messages, listen to different podcasts, or listen to your pastors, whatever you need to keep you going. There's always a detour. And if you want to detour all of the strife, and which you should, strife, offense, anger, choose a different route. Make the change. So be encouraged today. I might do something while I'm down there, but we'll see. So until then, I love you.